What's up guys, welcome to my channel. Shout out to Shakni Jaime and Darren Perez. For this video, I'm going to be building my own shelter/tent on partial requirements for H.O.P.E4. Before we get to start preparing and building our shelter, let us first discuss what is a tent. A tent is a shelter consisting of sheets of fabric or other material draped over, attached to a frame of poles, and it is attached to supporting rope. This is used as a portable home for recreational camping and as a temporary shelter. So guys, in tent making, there are 3 basic steps. First step is choosing a location. Second step is preparation and material gathering. And third step is making the tripod tent. With that all in mind, let's go to shelter making. Step 1. Choose a location. There are 3 major things that you have to remember when choosing a location. First, choose a semi-level location. Make sure that rainwater runoff will not accumulate. Second is identify a water source nearby your location. And third is decide where the door of your shelter will face. So guys, this is the location that I've chosen. As you can see, it is semi-level, and when it rains, water runoff will not accumulate because we have a canal here where water will run and it won't go to our shelter where we're going to build it. I've decided that the door will face here. I'm sorry guys, but my phone's mic malfunctioned in this clip. Anyways, what I did here was locate a water source nearby. Of course, this is not realistic when you're at the wilderness. Try to find water forms that are ideal for drinking. If none, try bringing water purification items. For more about what to bring when camping, I made a previous video similar to what you should bring when camping. Link in the description below. Step 2. Preparation and material gathering. One important thing when preparing your shelter is that you have to clear out all the debris and leaves on your surroundings. Once everything is cleared, let us now gather our materials. Now let us gather logs for the structure of our tent. So these are the logs that I found. So make sure that the logs are not rotten and they are structurally sound. Now we have our logs for our structure. Let us now gather materials for the insulation of our tent. So these are the materials that I've gathered for insulation. So this is a fabric cloth that will keep me warm inside my shelter. It will keep me warm from the cold environment. And this will be placed around the whole shelter to shield me from rain and to shield me from sunlight. Yan. Some added insulation. Now with all our materials, let us now start in our shelter making. So guys, we are now in step 3, making the tripod tent. So first, what we have to do in making our shelter is build the structure. So in building the structure, choose 3 long sticks that will serve as posts for your tent. We're gonna secure this post by performing a tripod lashing on the end of this log.
When performing a tripod lashing, first make a clove hitch around a pole. What I did here was one of the 2 ways on how to perform a clove hitch. Make a circle by placing the rope left over right. Repeat this twice. Place the second circle over the first, then insert it on the pole. Insert it about 10 inches in, then pull both sides to securely fasten. Next is weave the rope between the poles about 5 or 6 times. under, over, then around, over, under, and around. After, pass the rope between the poles, then make 2 fraps between the poles. Number of sets per frap can be altered based on the length of the rope in hand. Take note that when building a long-term tent, use a better rope, but if it's only temporary, it's okay to use straw. I don't have any rope lying around. This is the only available material I have. And at the end, finish it off with a clove hitch at the other pole. Once the tripod is standing, we support this by placing a frame around in between the poles, making it sturdy. We can secure this by performing the square lashing. To perform the square lashing, we start again with a clove hitch at the standing pole. Then we begin to wrap as shown. Repeat wrapping up to 3 times. After, we frap or wrap. Complete about 3 fraps, then finish it off with another clove hitch. We will repeat this another 2 times around the structure. Here is the finished product. I was not able to document it because I ran out of battery. I'm really sorry about that. Anyways, what I did was I secured the fabric and then the dart at the structure by using nails. I did this because I didn't have any more rope. In a realistic scenario, we can secure our roof with any knot tying procedures suited to it. Quick reminder in making your shelter is that make sure you have enough space inside the tripod structure. When you are at the wilderness, we could use different materials in building our shelter. What I used here is just a representation of materials purposes. We could use wood and sticks in creating our tripod. We could collect grass, pine needles, or leaves for insulation, and as for our roofing, we could use large leaves and even mud or clay to protect us from the elements. At this shelter that I made, we can finish this off by placing dirt and stone around the shelter to seal off any holes to ensure that we are protected from insects and the weather. I recommend to have a thick ground insulation by placing leaves so that it will be more comfortable to lay down. That's the end of our shelter making. Thank you for watching and listening. If you like the video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. For more Ryan A vlogs, consider subscribing. See you on the next video.